Hey there everyone, Steve Gonzer, physical therapist with Run Smart Online, and I want to talk to you about how you can get faster in your running without having to run more miles, train harder, run more speed workouts, all that jazz. So, this is the time of the year, like I'm recording this in late January, so a lot of runners are getting ready. They're getting training plans together, they're working on a lot of things, and if most of the runners I work with, they are runners who have families, they have full-time jobs, they are trying to get the most out of their training without having to try to train more. So like you're squeezing running miles in during lunch, you're going back to your desk sweaty, you're trying to make everything fit in, and it's a little bit of a struggle sometimes, but the cool thing is if you focus on quality in your running, you can actually get a lot better. We're getting ready to kick off. We do this once a year. We run this Run Form boot camp, and this next one's called Midfoot Project. We've run it for about 3 years, and it's a 5-week boot camp where we help people improve their run form. And the cool thing about run form, and that's what I was leading off with before I went on a tangent, is that run form is something that you can add to your running, and it will make you faster. It will make you less injured if you can commit to improving it. So the cool thing about running form and working on running form is that when you do it, and by the way, if you don't know, you probably don't know because I didn't tell you, I'm actually slope side. We're skiing this weekend and getting out, so it's been fun. 0 falls so far. That's a win for me. But when you work on run form and add it into your training, the cool thing about it is imagine like every step you take. So if you take 80 steps a minute, that's what most runners do. 80 steps a minute, it's 160 if you count both legs. If you can save energy in every single step, over the course of a half marathon, a full marathon, you are going to save a ton of energy. You're actually going to improve your running. So one of the things I want to suggest to you guys is if you're getting ready for a spring marathon, a fall marathon, whatever it might be, maybe you're just trying to get back out there, like you set January 1 as a day that you want to just start getting back in shape. Dedicate yourself to working on run form. I'll talk to you about where to start here in a minute, because when you work on run form, you actually just work on it when you're running your miles. So a lot of people don't realize this. I talk about it all the time. Strength workouts are a great way to add value to your running because you'll get injured less, you'll get faster by doing strength workouts. Being smarter in your training plan will always be better, like when to add speed workouts, when to add long runs, how to manage your taper is always going to help you. But the trouble is that that's like adding more and trying to work in the running. Let's just say you keep everything even. You have a training plan all set, you have your running all set, whether it's to just get in shape again or to train for a race. You're out there running miles anyways. When you work on your run form, you just do it during your runs. And there's things that we work on. The first thing we always tell runners to work on is midfoot striking. So the reason why we do that is because if your front of your stride is just terrible and you're one of those people who come out with their toes pulled up and their heel first, you're just setting your rest of your stride up for problems, because when people who heel strike, they increase the stress to their knees, they cause this what we call a braking force where they hit the ground and it actually stops them, then they have to restart. So I always talk about it's like driving your car down the road and tapping the brakes 160 times a minute. It's super inefficient, but most runners are running that way. So you want to work on your run form. You want to try to get away from a heel strike with a straight knee. Now, the straight knee is the most important part of that, but if you do it properly, you can actually just work right into run form training into your actual training while you're out for your run. So key take home is this, is number one, it's actually only just number one, so I don't know where I'm going to go with number two. Number one is to just start getting away from a heel strike, start working on foot placement, because it's going to save your knees, it's going to stop the braking forces, it's actually going to help you. And to do that, really what you're trying to do is just stop. So I'll try to see if this is good. This probably is not going to work, but when this leg, here we go. So I'm going to see if I can do this. I have my, look at this. So they're running tights, but today they're skiing tights. When this leg swings through, what we're trying to do is stop that full extension of the leg. So as that leg swings through and you're running, you want to get it to a point where your shin down here is vertical, and you want to land with a nice vertical shin. When you land like this with the toes up and the knees straight, this is just a battering ram. So teach yourself to land on this soft knee. When that shin goes vertical, what it does for you is it gives you that shock absorption. It stops the braking forces. You can actually run faster and save energy in every single step. average runner, I think, takes like 32,000 steps in a marathon. So imagine saving energy and 32,000 steps. You're going to run faster without having to run more miles, do more speed workouts, add more strength training into your training. It's just about training smarter. So if you want help learning this, there's two things you can do. It's three things. There's actually three things. Number one is you can go out and just Google how to midfoot strike and how to do it properly. That's a great way to do it. There's some great resources out there. We have two programs that we offer. One is called Run Smart Mechanics. It's a do-it-yourself system that you can use where I teach you the drills and exercises you got to work through yourself. And the final thing is Midfoot Project. So listen to the Midfoot Project. This is what it's going on in February. It's a 5-week program where Patrick O'Connor, who's another physical therapist, and myself lead you through the exact changes you need to make to learn how to midfoot strike properly so you don't end up with Achilles issues, calf issues, doing it incorrectly, landing on your toes, all those things. If you want to just learn more about improving your run form, go to midfootproject.com. The program runs once a year, and this is the time we're running it. So if you're interested about improving your run form, go to midfootproject.com. And lastly, if you want to see more videos about midfoot running, just click on that hashtag that I put in here, which is Midfoot Project, and you'll see all my past videos. We're going to try something new and tag all of our videos this year so you guys can see them all. All right, hope everyone has a great day. I'm done skiing. It's time for some beer, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Have a great day. Bye.